My name is Emer Jones. I'm from Tralee and I go to Presentation Secondary School in Tralee. For the student, I suppose it can be a bit nerve-wracking with the judging and things, but you know, the judges are all pretty nice, and so throughout the week, you know, everyone becomes more relaxed and the social scene really picks up here. All these projects are in the top third of all the projects entered, so the standard is really high. I mean, it's very hard, I suppose, for the judges, I would imagine, to pick any, you know, winning project. My project last year was looking at temporary shelters for use after natural disasters, just seeing if I could make them a bit more accessible by tweaking it a bit, I suppose. I presented it to Trócaire during the year and they have it now. For me, I suppose it's getting back down to basics, and I've junior cert this year, so yeah, I'll definitely keep up my interest in science though.
My name's Gillian Byrne. I'm from St Joseph College, Summerhill in Athlone.
My name is Emma Lennon and I'm from St Joseph's College, Summerhill in Athlone, and I'm in transition year.
Are We Fit? A comparative study on the Wii Fit versus conventional exercise. I had a Wii and we were going to buy a Wii Fit, and we kind of researched about the Wii Fit and we found that there was many bad reviews about the Wii Fit, saying that it was no suitable substitute for conventional exercise, so we thought that we'd look into it.
With our research, it showed that the Wii Fit was the best out of the conventional and the control.
I'm Brendan O'Connor from St David CBS in Artane. So, our project is about quantifying the power of the minds and effects in our local GAA club. What we want to do is want to see how much of an effect the mind has in our GAA club and want to put a percentage on it. So what we found was a negative criticism can severely damage your performance, will make you run 8 seconds slower, or at 90.92%. Whereas a positive influence will make you run 1 second faster, 100.61%.
Peter Keane from Cork Community School, Galway, and this is my project, WalkFi. Basically it is improving Wi-Fi by using a wok, tinfoil and some cans and routers. So when put together they greatly improve it by going from 20 megahertz up to 50 megahertz.
Hi, I'm Aisling and this is my teammate Elizabeth, and we're from the Convent of Mercy in Roscommon, and we're from class 4A but we're in TY, and we just kind of did our project on blondes and do the really lower males IQ, and we just kind of went down to our schools in our local area and we went up to an IT. And we kind of did 5 IQ tests and put different pictures on them of a blonde hair, black hair, brunette and a ginger, and just to see how the results varied in them. And it came out really that our blondes kind of had no effect. They kind of more or less higher it than they did lower it, and the brunettes came out that they kind of had higher, you know, oh no, the brunettes lowered it than the blondes, but you know, it was kind of an easy enough project to do as there wasn't kind of much to.
This is a very important event in Ireland. I think it's really good to see science, technology, engineering, maths to be presented in such a stimulating way. It's making science real and exciting for young people. I was here last year and I've come back this year, and our department are helping fund some of the schools from the north to come here and participate. And this year we have the schools in the north. There's more schools than ever participating, and it's great, and they're from every single county. I'm in a bit of an unusual situation because I'm actually from Mayo originally and arrived to the north of Ireland via Central America because I worked in the Third World for a while in Trócaire, and then I was working on human rights in the north, and now I'm minister in the new executive. So I'd love to see Connacht or Ulster winning the Sam Maguire, but I have to say Connacht will be my first, you know, I'd like to see Mayo doing well, but after that I'm up for Down.
When we reached our political arrangements in 1998, we set out a structure for dealing with the differences between us, and we've always maintained that once you got that off the table and that problem sorted out, there was no longer any obstacle to mutual cooperation. We have announced within the last few months 2 batches of major research and development, which is collaborative research between the universities in Northern Ireland and the universities in the Republic. And I'm hoping that we can do even more in that. This is collaboration for mutual interest and benefit. And it doesn't have a political hang-up for me, because we will cooperate with any schools or with large companies as long as there's a benefit. And that's why I think this is a positive development here. That's why I encourage it, and that's why I hope it continues.
I've come here every year for the last 10 years, and it always gives me a tremendous sense of hope and optimism for the future. The standard is extremely high. The quality of young people who have various scientific projects and technological projects is amazing. But not only the fact that they're doing science or technology, but that they articulate what they're doing very simply and well. And so I genuinely get a great buzz out of it, and I get a great sense of optimism for the future, because I think the country is in good hands with the generation that is coming up.
Naturally, in the current climate, companies, both large and small, are looking at their whole sponsorship arrangements. Now, the situation here is that BT's contribution here is very largely in putting the whole thing together, which means that they have to put a lot of their own staff time into it. So it's more that of a contribution than the actual cash. So to some extent, they get more bang for their buck through that type of arrangement rather than simply throwing large amounts of cash at it. So I would hope, and I would certainly encourage them to stay with this, because it is exactly the sort of thing that we want to do. We have got loads and loads of bright young people throughout the country. Once they're given the opportunity, we can see, as here today, what they are capable of. And I would have thought it was in BT's long-term interests to have a steady supply of highly qualified labour with some innovative ideas. And it's the ideas that these young people have that will be the jobs of the future. And that's why we're backing research in the universities. That's why we're encouraging. In fact, we will very soon maybe financially have to be putting a carrot in front of young people when they go to university to study these sorts of subjects. And it's for that reason that I think BT's got it right with this particular competition, and I do hope they are able to stay with it.